morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello. I haven't gone live on YouTube in a minute. Let's get this all set up. Oh, it's so early. It's 6 a.m. How's everyone doing? We're live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time because we are efficient like that. Good morning. How's everyone's day going already? I know a lot of people, I ask that because a lot of people, it's super late in the afternoon or evening, so try to remember that not everyone is at the same time as me. But it's 6 a.m. here. Good morning. So normally I do my morning walk check-ins, but I was like, you know what? My back's kind of hurting today. So I was like, let's do a hot tub check-in. Good morning, everyone. I don't have too busy of a day today, thankfully. I have a meeting at 9:30, but it's short and sweet. And then I have a meeting with my kind of friend at 11. And then I have a Instagram live over on the Winky Lux page, Instagram page. Myself and 3 other members of the social team are going to be doing a new Affogato lip balm try-on, so you can see how it looks on different skin tones and lip colors. And then I'm also going to be live from TikTok at the same time to show everyone like the behind the scenes. And then I have a meeting at 3 to 4, and then a TikTok seminar from 5 to 6. It sounds kind of busy, but it's really not. That's a slow day for me. Honestly, I think a lot of people think I just like spend my whole day every day like creating content, and that's actually like the last thing I do. Like, I do that the least amount. When I do create content, I just batch it for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and months ahead of time. Because I just have too many meetings and other things to do, and I'm running 2 full-fledged businesses, plus being a social media coordinator for a brand. So it's a lot of work, but I enjoy it. Good morning. But it's so weird. So I'm live on both TikTok and YouTube. And it's weird because like on YouTube it's like way brighter, and on TikTok it's like darker. It's kind of weird. What are you doing up? I haven't been to sleep yet. One thing about me, I don't sleep. Ever. Oh, I have my brightness down, maybe that's why. Oh, look at that. It's still dark. Good morning, Crystal. Yeah, Rosie, I never sleep. I usually get like 2 to 3 hours max per day. I'm just too busy and I just don't sleep. Yesterday I slept until like noonish. You love my content? Thank you so much. I have been like all over the place with my content for like multiple reasons. One, I moved from Ohio to Florida in June, and that's been hectic, and like the house we bought is beautiful, but it was like a very Florida aesthetic, and we are very modern people, blacks, silvers, the grays, the whites. So we pretty much remodeled this whole house, put in a new driveway and walkway so it matched the patio in the back, and we've been doing a lot of stuff since June, so it's been hard to like film new things. And also because I batch so much content ahead of time, I still am posting content that's literally from my last house. So sometimes you'll see like this house's beauty room background, and then maybe a video or 2 later you'll see like the last house, my background, which is kind of annoying. I just don't like the inconsistency, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna like just delete content just for the hell of it. Good morning, everyone popping in over on TikTok and YouTube. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. But right now, my beauty studio in this house, I've just had like my gray background, like my gray wall. It's just so ugly and boring. But I actually just got my 3D wall installed. I just posted on my TikTok if you haven't seen it. So it's really bright white, 3D. It's super cool. So immediately it makes my background look so much better, and like makes me feel better to create content. Like I want to create content because it's actually like pretty. Then I'll have like some colored spotlights that'll go on it and like all that good stuff. So like this point moving forward, what I'm filming will be with a new background. Thank God. You're literally a big inspiration to me, so I love what you do and want to do the same, so proud of you. Thank you so much, Rosie. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask away. So I'm excited to get that done, just because I haven't felt really inspired to create content in this house, just because there's been so much going on, and like I wear so many hats. Like I'm a full-time content creator, have been for 2.5, almost 3 years. I lose track of years and months and days and time. And then I own and run Cody's Creator Academy, so I teach classes every month and one-on-ones and whatnot. And then I'm a social media coordinator for Winky Lux. I'm putting in a lot of hours throughout the week, let me tell you. Thank you guys for the likes. It is busy over here. So I'm just really burnt out and I don't sleep, and that doesn't help. And 2023, I know everyone's like new year, new me, but like I don't want a new me, I want the old me. So I'm trying to get back to that, where I'm like on track with my diet and my working out every day and just being super on top of everything and organized. This last like year's been crazy different, crazy busy. Well, you make a difference and we love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Crystal says, I love how you're so willing to help other creators. I absolutely will help anyone with anything. I think so many people, especially on social media, especially in beauty, are like, they gatekeep everything, and I don't really know why. Like, there's plenty of opportunity for everyone. There's plenty of money, realistically, for everyone. There's no reason that people gatekeep things. And I think sometimes it's a mixture. Sometimes it's like half gatekeeping, and the other half is just genuinely they don't know how to help people, so they just don't, which is fine. I mean, I get it. But I just feel like a content creator of any kind or any size or any whatever would want to know the ins and outs of their job like no other, because that's how you succeed. There's a reason why there's people that have millions of followers that are still working like regular jobs, because they don't know how to monetize their platforms. And a lot of people think that just because you have a lot of followers means you're making a lot of money, and that's simply not true. Like, I do contracts for so many different creators. Some have 10,000 followers collectively, some have 100,000, some have 10 million. That's an exaggeration. The most I've worked with is 6.5 million, but still, you know, and it's crazy. Followers does not equal money, but it is what it is. But yeah, I love helping people, and that's why I started my Creator Academy, because I have so many years of experience in marketing and advertising. So just being able to like move it over to fit the beauty world and social media marketing, it makes sense that it goes together hand in hand. It's just one of those things where a lot of people think that it's like something new to me. I'm like, no, I have a decade of experience. People who know me on social media know me as like a professional makeup artist and content creator, so they think this is like a new thing, and it's not. So it just sucks because I have to like prove myself to strangers on the internet with my Creator Academy and marketing and stuff like that, which is annoying because it's like I'm starting over, even though I've done this for a decade like of marketing. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Hey darling, stopping in to send you love. Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning. What's your favorite color right now? My favorite color always is pink or purple. I do love my blues, I love my green, but definitely my favorite color has always been pink and purple. Thanks for asking. What's your favorite color? Good morning. But yeah, I thought we'd switch it up today. Instead of going for our walk in the morning, I would, because I guess I have a full day. It's like, it's not busy. Like I said, it's not busy. It's not busy, it's just full. There's a difference to me. But I just didn't really want to go for a walk in the morning, so I have to shave and get ready, and it's so early today. Oh my gosh, literally the same, but I love how it's mutual. Yes. I'm actually doing a another free live Creator Academy course on January 14th. It's a Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, Simply K16. I do a free class once in a while, like every couple months, just because, why not? Like, my income comes from other things, and like my content and whatnot, and my partnership with Snapchat and all these other things. Like, my Creator Academy is the lowest on the list of like my income, so like some people are very like greedy. I'm like, nah, I'll happily help people. But right now on my website, codyjayartistry.com, I have my one-on-one comprehensive course. It's a 3-hour live course you can also download the presentation, not me speaking, but just 28-page material, like presentation I put together. And then I have a UGC template that people can download. It's 8 pages long. And then I have an email pitching template for brands. And then I have a few more digital products. I'll be adding some social guides and whatnot, but definitely expanding my resources this year. My Snapchat is Cody Jay Artistry. All my socials are Cody Jay Artistry. There's a couple with that username on there that are fake accounts. Mine's the verified one, so you'll know it's me. But yeah, I'm glad that 2022 is over. It was a hectic year. I got married in December of 2021. No, I got engaged in 2021. I got married the beginning of June of 2022. Sold our house. We were together for 10 years. Sold that house. Bought this house in Florida in cash like 2 weeks later. Moved down here. Just changed everything, and like I said, immediately started working on the house, and it's been crazy. And I joined the Winky Lux team in September. It's been a decent experience with them so far. And really the reason I joined them is like I make more than enough money to pay my bills and live my life as a content creator, but I also am realistic about stuff, and I still kind of have this thought process of like partnerships can dry up anytime. AdSense can dry up anytime. We see on all platforms how much views fluctuate throughout the year and drop. Like I'm down an average of 5 million views per month on TikTok, which is like an actual stab in the eye. So that sucks, but that slows down partnerships and whatnot. Crystal, is my website? It's codyjayartistry.com. Thank you, Rosie. Happy for you. I appreciate it. So partnerships can change at any time. That stuff fluctuates so much. And like for me, realistically, the first half of the year is relatively slow for paid partnerships. The end of the year is insane, which is great. But like, it'd be nice if it was more even throughout the year. And then I've had my Snapchat partnership for this March will be 2 years. So that's, that's consistent income. That pays a lot of money. And then, so like all that kind of stuff just pays everything. But the reason I took the WinkyLux job, my point is that it's like a guaranteed paycheck, where I'm still in this mentality because I worked like a normal job my whole life. So like always knowing exactly how much money I was going to make made life easier and was easier for budgeting, So I took that job because it's something I already do, and I'm doing things for WinkyLux that I'm just doing for myself. So it's pretty easy. It's just weird to kind of have to like answer to somebody, because I haven't answered to somebody in years, and like actually have an actual schedule and like meeting times. But it's such a laid back, relaxed job. It's obviously fully remote and whatnot, and comes with a lot of perks. But I have my medical, dental, all that insurance and all that kind of stuff again, which is nice because it's extraordinarily expensive to pay for it yourself. And my husband, I retired him at 39, so he's retired. So now he has benefits again because of me. I can contribute to my 401k again, and there's all those like adulting perks, which is why I took that job. And again, it's just extra income, so why not? Plus, I actually get to talk to people on a deeper level every single day and have these meetings with them, and I don't know, it's nice to have that like interaction and communication. Added you on Snap Bestie. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. I do morning check-ins on there, so if you just added me, you're probably going to get bombarded with my morning check-ins, and you'll see lots of videos of my cat. And exciting, last night I just posted my paid partnership on TikTok and Instagram Reels with Paramount/MTV/RuPaul's Drag Race, so that's pretty exciting. The last couple months of last year, I got to partner with like some pretty exciting brands, like Neutrogena was one that I did, NYX Cosmetics and Snapchat. I did a paid partnership with them outside of my Snapchat campaign partnership. And then RuPaul's Drag Race, that's pretty cool. So I just got like a swag box yesterday. It has like a pit crew jacket and like some merch and stuff. So I thought that was super exciting. I don't know, and Go Pure Beauty, I did a couple campaigns with them, which I love them so much, so that was exciting. I don't really know who I'm manifesting to work with in 2023, because honestly, most brands that I've wanted to work with, I already have. I got to work with Morphe last year. Most brands that I really want to work with, I already have. So at this point, they're not like super exciting to get anymore, which is sad to say. But as far as like content this year, I'm definitely going back a little bit on how I used to film, because I used to do a ton of reviews, product reviews, and people just didn't want them anymore. Platforms didn't really push them out, so I stopped doing them. And then tutorials, same thing. People always used to love them and they did well, and now people don't care. So I stopped doing those. So I'm going to get back to that, because it's like now I'm at the point realistically with my platform sizes across the board where I don't have to like hustle so much to grow my platforms, because I make more than enough money that I need based on those platform sizes and how I negotiate all the parts of my contracts. Now that I'm better at contract negotiation, I can make more per contract, per deal. So I don't have to like stress about growth as much now. I mean, I still want to grow, of course. It only helps, but I don't have to stress as much now. So I'm going to go back to like doing things I want and like doing it for fun. So I'll definitely be doing a lot of reviews. I have an entire bin full of products, of course, most of which came out last year. So I'm just going to start getting a routine of like filming a couple reviews per day. My friend Cody is going to start editing them for me. She's a great editor. Justin Daly is starting to do my thumbnails, because there's one thing about me: I can talk, I can film, I can do all these things, but video editing is not my strong suit, and thumbnail creation, because like Photoshop, not my vibe. So I hired them. I hired Cody full-time. Dustin is freelance. I hired another lady, Crystal, to do my newsletter and help scale my creator academy, just because that's her expertise, not mine. And then I hired a keyword research planner. So I have 4 full-time employees and 2 freelance employees right now, which is pretty exciting. I think a lot of times people think that like all content creators, it's just like a side hustle, like the freelance thing, but it's not. I'm a full-fledged business. I pay my taxes on my businesses. Like I'm a registered business in the state of Florida and was in Ohio as well. So I'm a full-fledged business, baby. So I gotta pay all these taxes. I hire people. So I'm on a buying ban. It sucks. I never buy makeup, and that sounds kind of like whatever, but I literally never buy makeup. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought something. What a problem to have, I know. But no, I just mean it because, like, I can't justify, even when I want something, I can't justify spending money on anything, knowing that I have so much product in my closet, like in my bins, and knowing that I have so much, like, that just shows up every day. Because I get, like, I don't know, 9 or 10 PR packages a week, which, again, I give away almost all my free, like, all my PR and all my extra stuff, so it's not, like, an arrogant thing, and I'm not hoarding it. I let it fill up my bin, and as soon as it's full, I send it out to 3 or 4 people. I rarely do a giveaway, like an actual giveaway, because I feel like people typically do those for, like, a pat on the back or, like, social growth. I don't really do that often. Once in a blue moon, like I just did one for the end of the year, and I think that was my second one for the whole year. Normally I just reach out to people that I see really hustling and working hard and creating beautiful content, and I just reach out and message them like, hey, love your content, love what you're doing, would love to send you a makeup bundle, and then I'll put together a bundle and send it out to them. So I'm extremely generous with my product. I used to donate a lot of stuff to local women's shelters. Once COVID hit, I had to reel that back significantly because most shelters would not accept product, even if it was new. They wouldn't allow me to bring these products into their facilities. Now that we're kind of post-COVID, there are some that are still restricted and some that allow, so I've gotten back to donating. Before I moved to Florida, so since I'm brand new here, I don't know where there are any local shelters. I don't know my way around at all in Florida. I don't go anywhere. I literally sold my personal vehicle when I moved here because I'm like, well, I don't need it because my husband's home every day, and if I go anywhere, which is never, he can just take me. So I don't leave my house other than to travel for work. I don't leave my house, so that's fun. So I don't know where things at. If you had to buy anything, Crystal, what would it be? And that question's, I guess, for everybody. If there's, what's a makeup product that you absolutely want to buy this year, or like last year that you didn't buy, that you want to buy? Like, what do you want to have? I've been loving. I love all the Blend Bunny Cosmetics products. There's an amazing launch coming up really, really soon, sooner than y'all think. It's an incredible collection. I had to like watch what I said because I don't want to spill it. It's an incredible collection, so that's exciting. The Morphe Ultra Lavender collection just came out. Love that. CXC Beauty is coming out. They just showed off their X-Ray palette and collection. It's gorgeous. All their products are gorgeous. What else excites me? Not much in the beauty world, like product-wise and brand-wise, excites me anymore. Everything's like overdone. They've done it a million times, so I'm kind of like over it. So nothing really excites me too much anymore. I'm gonna turn my brightness up on my phone, so maybe it'll just make it brighter in general. Kind of. Let me do this one too. A smidgen. I just saw an email. I got an email the other day. They're like, hey, we love your content, blah, blah, blah. The usual, like, ass kissing. Would love to work with you. Can you send us your media kit and rates? So I did all that jazz. And then they got back to me this morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And like 3. And we're like, I actually made a TikTok about it because it annoyed me. But they're like, hey, we love everything you do, but we work a lot with creators, influencers around your size, following, and engagement and views, blah, blah, blah. And they quote a lot less. So the most we can pay you is $100. And I literally laughed out loud. I said, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I am not the one. I said, I don't roll out of bed for less than $2,500. That's why I said to them, but professionally, I said, who you've partnered with in the past and what you've paid them and all that is irrelevant to me, has nothing to do with me, my content, or my platforms. I said I bring in 20 plus million views total, like collectively across platforms a month with a combined following of almost 500,000 people, and I'm verified on 2 platforms. Why would I do something for $100? I'm like, you think that pays the bills? No. But I was like, no, my average TikTok partnership is between $2,500 and $3,500 for a video. Again, that's based on following, views, engagement, different parts of the contract, turnaround time, net payout terms, exclusivity, all the things. There's a lot to charge for, which is how pricing can go up pretty quickly. And but I was like, if this is what you pay creators, like, I'm not the one. Like, I would never want to work with you in the future, because you charging that kind of money for people shows me that you don't respect or value content creators of any size, and you're predatory because you want to prey on people who A, have never been paid before and are like desperate for that first little bit of money, and like, you do you. I'm not gonna do that. I would never do that. And then people who just want to be like, oh, I partnered with a brand. Like, I would have done that, you know, a couple years ago, but we are far past that now. Like, absolutely not. I was like, you gotta be up, because I am not the one. I need a good foundation for oily skin, Crystal says. Plus, I've never bought anything from Blend Bunny. Blend Bunny is amazing. Every product is 10 out of 10. Love it. Every product is unique. The formula is spot on. So fire. Blendable, pigmented, long-lasting. They have, palette-wise, they have Blends, Surge, Primal, the Dollhouse, and All Done Up. And then the All Done Up collection came with soft cream lippies that were phenomenal with matching lip liners, a gel eyeliner pot, a brush. She has a line of brushes that are exceptional. She sent me one and then I bought 5 more sets because they're that good. 10 out of 10 recommend everything from them. Hi Ocean, how are you? $100 is ridiculously low. For literally anybody, it's ridiculously low. And not to mention, like with UGC, even a UGC video where I just filmed this video and a brand posts it on their page and I don't tap into my following, I still will make like $700 or $800. So you want me to create a video for you to post on my TikTok and Instagram, tap into my followers and my views and everything, and let you post it all for $100? I said, no, that's like $3,500, but thank you. And also too, like, a lot of brands, I always tell people that brands want to get as much out of you for as little as possible, so they're going to always lowball you. And I can't tell you how many times someone's been like, I'll give you X amount of dollars, and I'm like, no, you're gonna, I'll take this, you know. And they're like, okay, you know, like Japanese was one of those, like, we want 4 videos from you for $800. And I said, that puts me at $200 a video. I would never do that for starters. And I said I'm averaging at that time, I was like $2,600 a video, so I said I'll do it for $5,100 or $5,200, which is still a huge cut. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, you have to think realistically, like, do I want a $5,200 paycheck or no? So they're like, okay, fine. But I'm like, it's amazing how you can go from $800 to $5,200 between just one email, you know what I mean? Hi Jen, hi King. So literally most times it's just a matter of being like, no, but this is my rate. Good morning, how are you? Yeah, so much money's left on the table and so many people get screwed because they just take whatever's thrown at them. And Japanese, the reason I also pretty much cut my rate in half for that overall package was I was like, at the end of the day, yeah, it's 4 videos and technically I should be making like 10 grand out of that, but $5,200 is still $5,200, which is a lot of money, and they pay out rather quickly-ish. But also the videos were so easy. It was literally like brow trimming, shaping, showing off a brush set, like a sponge. Like, it was the easiest thing in the world. But joined sooner but woke up a little bit late today. No biggie. Doing well, hope you are as well. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that, Jen. I'm okay. I've been going through it for a little while, but I'm okay overall. Ocean, yes, it is so low. Yeah, it is. It is. Nobody should, no matter what size platform someone has or how active they are, content quality, turnaround time, anything, like, nobody should take something that low. I love your energy. Thank you. Even at 6 a.m.? Hello from Tennessee, just tuning in. Hi, good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. here. I went to, I was just gonna say I went to Tennessee once when I was a child. I was just in Tennessee in September. I went to Nashville with the Winky Lux team. It was super fun. I hope things get better. You've got amazing energy for 6 a.m. Okay, and that's the thing is why, is because I always used to work a second shift job when I worked like a regular job. For 8 years, I worked from 4:30 in the afternoon to 1:30 in the morning, drove an hour to get home, so I'd get home at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning, and then I would change, go to the gym, get there at like 4-ish, work out till like 5:30, get home at 6, shower, shave, and then I would literally start filming at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd film till 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I would sleep until 2 p.m. and repeat Monday through Friday. So I'm literally used to always being awake at night. I'm such a nighttime person, a night owl, because I've literally spent my entire adult life in the dark, like by myself, alone. Go to the gym, no one's there. Go grocery shopping at 4 in the morning, nobody's there. Get gas 5 in the morning, nobody's there. Like, it would be so weird to me to, like, I don't know, do a job during the day. Like, it'd be so weird. So I'm always awake. So like, this is my prime time. It's 5:28 there. Okay, only an hour away. Nashville's like 30 minutes from me. I am too. I'm always up all night, partly to insomnia. Oh, you're telling me. You're telling me. I've been taking melatonin. It's not helping. It's not helping me. I cannot sleep, and honestly, I was gonna say genuinely and honestly, came out honestly. Honestly, I think it's just because my brain cannot turn off, and that's the worst part about being a creator, is your brain does not turn off, because at all times I'm thinking like responding to comments and likes and algorithm engagement and emails that I sent out and pitches and negotiations and when are my deadlines for partnerships and did I get those things approved? Do I have draft approval? Do I need to submit them? Do I need to post them? Do I need to schedule certain things? Live, what's coming up? Let's plan keywords, let's plan videos, let's research. Then I optimize all my videos, plus editing my content and batching and coming up with concepts and stuff like that, and then everything times 10, and then, you know, right now it's tax time, and then obviously I have my life outside of work, which is non-existent because all I do is work. It's a lot. So my brain never turns off, ever. Ever, ever, ever. And my phone's always in my hand, which I hate so much. It's not helping me either. I bought an Amazon Alexa, and I've been doing like rain sounds at night when I do try to go to sleep, and it helps, I think. But I wake up a lot. I don't know, it's a mess. It's 11:29 a.m. in the UK. Okay, so not too bad. But yeah, I went to Nashville for the first time. That was super fun. We went to like a really good Mexican restaurant, like a, I don't know, it's like Firehouse, Brick House, I don't know, something house, I think. And we had an 11-course meal, I kid you not. And I'm like, I was meeting all these people for the literal first time. And I said, I don't know any of y'all. Normally I'm insecure about eating around people. I'm gonna try every single food item that comes out. Don't judge me. And a couple of people were like, join us, like, let's do it, let's go in. I'm like, let's do it. But it was a lot of fun, and we walked around and went to a bar and rode a pool, and it was a lot of fun. We stayed at the, I forget the name of it, it's like the Dolly Parton Hotel. Super fun. I feel you, I'm a paralegal during the day and creator at night, and my mind goes all the time. Yeah, because you can't stop. You can't stop. It's, I don't know. I can't separate myself from social media anymore because it is my full-time job. When it was like a part-time side hustle, it's different because there wasn't as much pressure and there wasn't as much like obligation and whatnot, whereas now it's, what I do is so elevated as far as like how much I do, and there's just no time. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining because I kind of am, because I'm just exhausted and tired as a human being, but like I love my job and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It has many, many perks across the board. It's just, it's extraordinarily exhausting. It really is. Really, really is. And I worked a physical job for 8 years, building literal cars for 8 hours a day for 8 years. I worked for Honda of America Manufacturing. So I know all about actual hard physical work, let me tell you. And this is worse than that, honestly. It really is. I only go for medical stuff, no friends here or anything, so yeah, I don't have any friends here either. I have one, her name's Lily. Lily MUA, if anyone follows her on social, she's an amazing creator. She lives 20 minutes away. No, but if I'm not worrying about one, it's the other, or my brain creates in between, or what? Oh my god, sorry. Or my brain creates in between, if that makes sense. No, I get 100% what you're saying. Ocean says, I can totally relate. I have similar routine plus managing my studies. It's hectic. Oh, it absolutely is. It really is. It really is. Like, I can't imagine people that are content creators that also are parents. Because being a parent alone has got to be, like, insane. So imagine doing that in content. Like, my friend Rachel is a content creator, Lost in Cosmetics, and she has children. KK Michelle Beauty, she has a child and one on the way. So excited. So they're busy running their household and their life and their relationships and their kids and being a content creator. Plus, both of them are so successful, especially Caitlin. Couldn't imagine. Haha, bye, I have 4 kids. It's the thing, I don't know how you do it. I'm one of 4 children, and I would never want to have 4 kids. If you can do it, go for it. Never. I'll take 2. Because 1 would be lonely, and more than 2 would be too much. And honestly, that's the best, absolute best thing about being a full-time creator, is that obviously I'm at home at all times, so it's great for kids, because before, both my husband and I were on the same second shift schedule, which was difficult. Then we were on opposite schedules, which is great, but then we'd always be opposite from the kids, which is annoying. And now he's retired and I'm at home, so it's the perfect time to get kids. And he's not getting any younger. I just love your vibes, Cody. I'm going to learn so much from you. I wish to meet you someday in person. Let's do it! You did sign up for my class on the 14th, right? I believe you said so. We'll get to chit-chat for hours. You have 2 kids. Awesome. I'm a newbie to makeup but wanting to learn everything. I've been able to get a cut crease. Look up, not to self-promo, but look up on my YouTube channel. You can find it under the tutorials playlist, or just search it on my channel. A faux cut crease will save you so much time, effort, energy, and product, and it's so much faster. Essentially, I make sure I'm really strategic with where I place my shadows in my crease, so that it's not all over my lid, because the reason you do a cut crease is to clean up the product on your lid and then go in. But if you strategically place it all around and don't get it on the lid, you can just go right in with your shimmer. Perfect. And you don't have to waste the product time or energy or effort. It'll save you some stress. You can get right through it super quick. That's like my go-to look, because it's so easy. I love makeup, but I have to take a break. It's mentally draining. Oh, I know. I have not created fresh makeup looks in a long time because I have so much content ahead of time built up so I can post all day, every day on every platform and not worry about it. But that's also the downside of creating so much content ahead of time, is because I can get lazy and complacent with not filming new content. So again, working on changing that. Have you tried the, okay, first, I'd love to be able to do that since I can't work a normal job, but doing disabled, I'm not. That's understandable though. Have you tried the Mario yet? No, I really don't buy products, I really don't. The beauty of TikTok is that you can see so much stuff being used ahead of time, and of course, as a professional makeup artist, I would form my own opinion regardless of what I saw online. I don't take people's opinions and stuff like that. I don't take those into the reviews I do, but sometimes I just won't even review something just because. And the Mario foundation is a perfect example of that. Every single review, except for one, has looked terrible on people's skin. It looks like an oil slick, canola oil dumped on the face mess. And my skin cannot handle that, and I don't want to destroy my face for a video. And also, I don't like being a bandwagoner, so if there's a new hot topic product out, typically I'll try and review it. But when it's overdone in such a short amount of time, like the Mario foundation, I don't want to take part in it because everyone's doing it. Everyone's pretty much on the same page that they don't like it, except for like one or two that I've seen. So if I go in and I don't like it, they're gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that because everyone else said it. And if I go and say I love it, they're gonna say, oh, you're just saying that because everyone else hated it. It's like a lose-lose situation with social media with products like that when it takes over social media the way it has. Just like the Jones Road scandal. I was like, I'm not participating in a video because people are just gonna destroy you no matter what you do, because that's how social media is, unfortunately. She has artwork and YouTube, so she gets it. Oh, your boss, that's awesome. Ocean, when do you plan to have kids? I don't know. I don't really want kids. Like if they like show up, sure, but like I'm not in a rush to have them. I don't want them. But my husband does, so I'm like, go for it. Yes, I did. Excited for it. Awesome. Yeah, so originally I called it a 1.5 to 2 hour live class, but the more people that I routinely have in those classes, the more questions are asked, so it takes longer to get through it because I want to make sure that everyone's getting as much benefit, information, and resources out of that class as I can. So I'm sitting there like rambling for hours. So now I market it as a 3-hour live course, and I typically won't go past that. People get me sidetracked real easy. So right now, like I have 27 people for the January class. So pretty much I'm going to say, if you have like an absolute question that you really need answered right then and there while I'm talking about a section, go ahead and yell it out and I'll answer it quickly and efficiently. But if you can wait till the end, just write it down, and then we'll just have like a half hour, 45 minutes of like a question, like rapid fire, and I'll just get through them and not ramble. And then if people don't have questions or whatever, the rest of the people can just leave. That way they're not stuck in this class for longer than they need to be, you know? Never tried the Jones Road. Nope. I am not interested in using any of her products. I don't like her as a artist or a person, to be honest. There's a lot that some of us creators experience or see or factually know about behind the scenes, especially with marketing antics. So when you see certain people, I'm not going to name names because I'm not that person, but when you see certain people behave a certain way or make certain types of videos and they go super viral and it's drumming up all this craziness, all I'm saying is it's not organic. It's not like a, oh, I really hated this, let me be crazy with this product, oh my gosh, backlash. It's not that. It's actually calculated. Like, that's a fact. It's literally calculated with the brand because the whole like bad publicity is good publicity kind of thing. So I know for a fact that Jones Road participated in some of that debacle, so I won't use any of her products for that alone. And she'll deny it all she wants, that's fine, but yeah, I don't play those games. I don't participate in that stuff, so yeah, no. If I didn't work 60 hours, I would join the class, but my time is limited. So for you, if you message me on any platform, I'll give you a special code and you can download the course materials. It's like a 25 or 28, I lose track, page of all that I go over. It's just, and you can download it. It's a PDF, PDF. So, because that's what I use as like a presentation while I'm talking through it all to keep me on track, and so people have a visual other than just my talking head. But I'll send that code to you so you can just download it and you can do it. Because I know not everyone obviously has time. I usually try to schedule my live courses on Saturdays because most people don't work on the weekends. I know a lot do, but there's a less chance that they're working on the weekends than during the week. And I also try doing the evening, so if they are working, they're off work. But I know that that doesn't work for everyone, and I can't obviously make a time work for everybody. I just try to make it as potentially available as much as I can. I'd love to take your class, but unfortunately I can't afford it. That and probably be disrupted by kids or family member. Yeah, I always tell people, definitely if you can go to a quiet space without distractions, that's best. when we take the class, do we get to download the document as well? So normally no, and sometimes yes. It depends. Normally when people actually pay for the class, I'll let them download it just as a complimentary resource. When it's my free class, no, I usually don't, just because they're getting 3 hours of my time, attention, skill set, knowledge, experience for free. But I do ask that people leave a review because, like I said, unfortunately, I have to like start over my marketing and advertising experience in the social world because people don't know me for that. Gotta go for my class, Cody, so take care. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great class. So again, social proof is super important. Like when I first announced that I added that to my expansion of my business, I saw like a couple people who've never liked me and for their own reasons, whatever. Like, oh, it's a money grab. Oh my God. And I'm like, no, but you don't actually know me or know anything about me. So how can you say that? Like I literally have a decade of experience in marketing and advertising, and I've worked with many, many large brands. I've worked with Canon. I've worked with all kinds of brands behind the scenes doing what I teach. So it's like, it's just funny to me because people, I understand that's how social media is. People just make comments and judgments and accusations that are completely just false for attention, and it'll never change. But it's just unfortunate because I do have to like start over that career in the eyes of social media as a new thing. So like social proof is so important. So the more people talk about it and share their experiences, the more reviews I have on my courses and resources and whatnot, helps for those reasons. Well, it's time for me to get ready for work. I'll reach out for sure. Love your energy and work. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you for joining so early in the morning. Have a great day at work. Make sure you message me because I will message you because I will forget. Love your energy and work. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. I keep having to like mentally remind myself not to like pop my body up too much because it's a hot zone. We be naked. But I always have to like remind myself I'm like holding my body down or else I'll like float. That would be a scandal. I actually wouldn't care in the slightest, but we don't want to get banned or anything. Random thought, random question. I was just thinking about this because I have not gotten a new tattoo in so long, and I want a new one. I want to cover up my chest pieces with like a real chest tattoo, like a full one, and then I want to get a sleeve on one arm. But I'm like, I don't know what kind of, I know what kind of themes I want, but I don't know how to like execute it yet, and I can't draw. I can draw like Plankton from SpongeBob, and that's it. So I need to have like an artist actually put one together for me. But does anyone have tattoos? And if so, what do you have and where, if you don't mind sharing? I have 11 tattoos, I believe. I have two on my lower stomach, like the V line. That's 4. And then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have 9 and 10 on my ankles and 11 on the back of my calf. So 11, yeah. I love tattoos. Honestly, I forget half of them are there. The only one I don't like is this one that used to be my husband's name. It said Joey, and it was just small. It was like my second tattoo, so I was just like getting through it, like just to have it at 19 years old. And then I got it covered up because I was bored of it, and I got an Eye of Ra. I have several Egyptian tattoos, but I got the Eye of Ra, and I don't like this anymore because it is a cover up, so he had to like make everything thicker, and he had his own little filigree, and like the little eye holes in the middle are like closing up because there wasn't a lot of space to begin with. So it's like, I don't know how I would cover up that one. That's the only one I don't like. I think if anything, this would be the arm that I would do a sleeve on, and I'd have to just like black this out in whatever way I can and like tie it into the sleeve. Or it's just gonna be there forever, and I don't want to get a sleeve and just have that there because it would make really no sense. But I got his name covered up, and it was funny because I was getting that covered up and getting his tattoo moved, and he called me while I was on the tattoo table or whatever, and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting into a tattoo. He's like, what are you getting? I was like, actually, I'm getting your name covered up. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, oh, you don't care? He's like, no. I'm like, whatever. But I was like, and then when I got home, I just like let that sit for a little bit, and then when I got home, I was like, I got this one covered up because I got this one, and I got his name right there. I love that one though. It's one of my favorites. Crystal, you have 8 total. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for 2,000 likes on TikTok. I appreciate it. I am making a conscious effort to go live more on socials. One, because I have 2 phones now, so hello efficiency, so like why not? So like I said, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube right now. It's just hard for me to find downtime in between meetings and content creation and everything else that I do. So it's hard for me to have time to sit there and do a live because I don't want to do a live for like 10 minutes. I want it to be like a good 45 to an hour at least. So I am trying to find time. That's why I've been doing them early in the morning when I do my like 7:15 a.m. walks around my neighborhood because it's Florida, so it's super warm at that time. like I said, I didn't go to sleep last night, so I was like, well, I'm already awake, so let's just get the live over with early. So I was like, let's hop in the hot tub because my back hurts. Pulled a muscle. I pulled a muscle looking fabulous. And then something in this year that I want to do is, now that my background in my room is done, almost done, and things are coming together, I'm going to start doing lives late at night again. And I want to do like some ASMR makeup related lives like I used to try to do, but this time it'll make more sense and it'll look better because I'll have that solid white 3D background, and then I have color spotlights on the ground. Then I also bought those like universal like spotlight casting things that you always see when people have like a viral tweet. They always like comment underneath it and they're like, check out this 3D light universe galaxy. I bought 2 of those. No, I bought 1 of those. So there'll be like a lot of colors and funness. Like it's all for the vibes, you know? So it'll be like a fun vibe when I'm live. For that, so that'll look like that for my live ASMRs at night, and then during the day, like for regular content, it'll be like just the regular white background, some spotlight color behind me sometimes. It's wild how different the quality is on these 2 apps. Like on TikTok, it's not fantastic because it's dark, but it's clear. And on YouTube, it's not good. Crystal, I want a Harry Potter sleeve on my right arm and have a wand with the word Lumos on top of it. Love every single thing about that. Did you guys know that if you have an Android, I don't know about iPhones, but on Androids, you can use Harry Potter spells and your phone will do stuff. You can say Lumos, and the flashlight will come on. I think you could say Stupefy and it like talks to you. When your flashlight's on, you can say Knox and it'll turn off. I saw that on TikTok one day and I was like, no way. But wait. Oh, we also have to wax the brows today. That's my least favorite thing about brows, is that like when I have to like wax them, I have to like actually let them grow in, because normally I wax them, gives me a good 3 weeks, and then little hairs will grow in, and I'll pluck them, and then I'll go another week, and then I'll get my little blade and like keep them good so I can like prolong it, and then when it gets to where it's just growing in too fast, then I'll wax them, which is like today. They'll never ever be the same ever. I just want both my brows to look like this one. No, this one, but like clean. They're just different. Like this one's way sharp, this one's not. This one's thicker than this one. It just annoys me. They're just naturally different. Y'all should see what my brows look like with no waxing or anything, which I haven't done that since I was like 14. I've been waxing my brows since I was 14. Literally, my brow hair, so go from this line, and go literally straight over. Everything above my finger is hair. I have like literal caveman bushy brows, so I trim them and I wax them, because this, not natural. Normally I don't have a point, I don't have an arch at all, they don't go upwards at all. It took a long time to get this way, so to where I actually look like I have an expression, or else they're just like this, but like this with no point and twice as thick. When I first waxed them, my grandma was like, oh my god, why would you do that to your brows? They were such beautiful thick brows. And my grandma looked like a caveman. Like, no. I'm gonna try and wipe this lens off, maybe that's the problem. Would you look at that? It's already better. I have a bad habit of not wiping off my lens. Sorry about it. So yeah, I'll probably be live until 7. That'll give me a solid hour, pretty much. Then I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna wax my brows, shower and get ready. Hi Maddie, good morning, or afternoon or evening, depending where you are. 6:48 a.m. here. Also, and does anyone have any fun travel plans for this year? I am going to... I've been having like massive brain farts lately. Savannah, Georgia, at the end of February, going into March. So I'll be going there for a Winky Lux retreat, and then my birthday is February 22nd, so we're gonna like celebrate my birthday / company retreat. And then I'm going to London this year. Don't know when, but I'm gonna take my mom as a surprise. So she better rack up that vacation time. So we're gonna go to London for a few days, and then we're gonna go to New York. I don't know, I don't have exact dates yet. I only have the exact dates for Georgia, but the other ones are like on my list to do. I just don't know when yet. Your makeup is so freaking gorgeous. I can't thank you, and you totally can. Thank you, thank you. I had a rough night. Not that, like, people's negative comments don't bother me. Also, everyone who's here, we are live both on TikTok and YouTube, so if you see comments, like me responding to comments that you don't see, that's why. Like, negative comments don't bother me in the slightest, like, at all. Just, we're way past that in this career now, in my career now. 99% of them are just calling me, like, slurs and just super unoriginal things. I'm like, could you at least make me laugh? You know what I mean? Before I block you. But I just posted my partnership with RuPaul's Drag Race on TikTok and Instagram Reels, and they whitelisted my video on TikTok, which means they put money behind that ad, so they boost it organically in my platform. So they don't like download the content and post it on their account and then share it. They just literally boost my video, so everyone's seeing my videos, they're seeing it on my platform, on my account. The bad thing is there's so little targeting with that, meaning they're not selecting like what niche or gender or age or interest or anything like that, or age demographic. It's literally just boosting it, so everyone, like all just random people are seeing it, and that's bad because obviously on socials, when you're posting content over and over and over, these accounts categorize your content. It's like for me, it would be like makeup and skincare and marketing. So typically people being shown my content are people who have interacted with that before. So the bad thing is when they whitelist your content, everyone's shown it, or if you have a viral video, that's when you see all the crazy comments, like crazy. But they boosted it and it's gotten like 150,000 views since last night, and it says there's like 100 comments, but you only see like 10 max, because I've had to go through and delete and block all those people in those comments, just non-stop slurs. Like I expect that to happen because as soon as I saw that they had started boosting, I was like, here we go, gotta prepare. Same thing on YouTube. I had a short one time that wasn't beauty related, so my tags weren't beauty related, my title wasn't beauty related. It was about Florida and like the hurricane at that time, and it picked up 50,000 views within maybe 10 minutes, and it was hundreds of comments just grilling and degrading me. So I had to literally turn my comments off until that video like finally stopped picking up views, and then I turned it back on and like deleted the comments. But oof, it gets rough sometimes. Let me tell you. Like it doesn't bother me, it's just annoying. I can only do okay-ish eyeshadow, but I do really cool scars, creepy stuff like that. That's such an amazing talent though, Maddie. Like I do glam makeup and like my colorful versions of glam, but like I am not a creative makeup artist at all. Can't do special effects, scars, bloody kind of stuff, gory stuff. Like I can't do any of that stuff. I would love to be able to like do like face painting kind of looks, you know, where people do like literal masterpieces on their face. That'd be amazing, but no way. Could not do it. Yeah, I watch makeup videos, but I've never watched your videos. Well, maybe one day you can give them a try. I post a lot of vertical content just because, like shorts and reels and TikTok, just because that's what platforms want. But I actually have 1,000 videos on YouTube total, including my shorts, but I think I have like 400 or 500 long form videos because that's what I've always done. I just started uploading like 3 to 5 shorts a day for the last year, just because that's what the platform wanted, and it's helped so much. But what sucks about shorts though actually is I'm in the YouTube partner program, like the monetization program, but I'm also in the YouTube community, shorts community program, which is separate, it's an invite only thing. So I have like a shorts manager, and we have like these meetings and stuff once a quarter, and they told us like directly, like factually speaking, that when YouTube came out with shorts, they accidentally created a separate algorithm for each of them, which obviously they didn't want that. They came up with shorts because people have smaller attention spans now, and it's easier to consume that content, but also because they wanted creators on YouTube to utilize shorts, get that massive increased engagement, views, blah, blah, and reach, to support their long form content, to help bring people over easier. But they actually created 2 split algorithms, so now you have the long form and short form. So basically I had 500,000 views, for example, on YouTube in June of this year. My long form's never done well on YouTube. And then I started doing my shorts, and I had a couple pick up, and it took me from 500,000 to 11.5 million views. So I grew 11 million views in like 3 months, and went from 7,200 subscribers to almost 30,000, which is a big difference overall with everything in a couple of months. But the thing is when I post long form videos, I still don't get views on my long form, because since there's that split algorithm, again, that's a literal fact, straight from YouTube, the people who subscribe to me and watch my content get recommended the type of content that they saw and subscribed to in the first place, if that makes sense. So if they found me through a YouTube short and they watched it and they subscribed to it and engaged with it, that's what they're being recommended. So when I post my shorts, those people can get notifications and be recommended. But when I post a long form, those people aren't going to get notified at all. Same thing with the long form content and the 7,200 subscribers I had prior to shorts. Those people will get notified of my long form because that's how they found me and that's what they subscribed to me after watching, but they don't get notified of my short form. So does that make sense? So it's very aggravating. So they've been saying for months that they've been working on it and they're trying to fix it, and they said a little while ago that they fixed it and they haven't. And also it's annoying because like short form content monetization starts next month, and I'm like, why couldn't you have monetization when I brought in 11 million views in a month? Like I got the shorts bonuses, but but they're not monetized. But there will be a revenue sharing thing now, which is fantastic for creators. It definitely encourages them to create short form content on YouTube. Definitely continue to watch Cody. He's amazing. He also makes it look easy and shows you step by step. Yeah, I try to I don't like using the phrase dumb it down. So if someone can give me a better phrase to use, I'd appreciate it. But I like to dumb things down to make it as easy to follow. So if you're a literal day one beginner, you will understand and be able to follow along with every single thing I'm saying and be able to replicate it to the best of your ability at that moment. A lot of times, obviously, skill comes with practice and experience for sure, fine-tuning things, how you're holding your brush, the amount of pressure, when to blend or blend more or blend less, what colors don't go together because how they get muddy, and what products are compatible. All that comes with time and practice. But as far as like techniques and understanding why I'm doing certain things, I try to make it as easy for people as possible. Put concealer or foundation on first. Always foundation. Unless you're spot concealing like a zit here or a blemish here or there, don't use concealer first. Foundation is literally meant to be the base layer on your skin. Concealer is meant to go over it. So a lot of times when people put concealer underneath, or they underpaint is what it's called, it changes the color of the foundation where it's at, because that concealer is like oxidizing and it's changing the foundation color. The way products are sitting on top of each other don't mix really well together, so that's a lot of an issue. I'm not saying that happens 100% of the time. There's very little rules across the board when it comes to makeup. There are definitely best practices. That's what I tell people. Like, if something works for you, by all means, keep freaking doing it 100%. But there are certain rules, not certain rules, I'm sorry, there are certain like best practices for like scientific reasons, and that's one of them. Again, everyone's skin's different. It depends on what products you're using. So if it works for you, great. But technically speaking, foundation's meant to go first. It's the same thing with like primers and foundations. I don't use primers, they're very gimmicky. It's just like literally low level dirt skincare, if you want to call it that. I won't use it. I don't use it. I don't recommend it. Using proper skincare prior to foundation, in my opinion, professionally speaking, is the best way to go, and I personally see best results doing that. But like, that's just like scientifically speaking. I mean, with like foundation and primer though, using products that are incompatible. Also, so often I'll see people say like, oh, this person said this foundation's great, I used it and it's peeling, it's terrible, it's coming off. And I'm like, well, what, did you use a primer? Yes. What kind of primer did you use? And they'll say like, oh, I used this primer, which is water-based, but the foundation they use is oil-based. Scientifically, what does oil and water do? They separate. That's when you get the patchiness or the cakiness, or it literally slides off and doesn't self-set. So that's one of those things where it's like, you do you, but also don't do that specifically, because that is one of those like few actual makeup rules, because it's scientifically backed. So things like that. Any other questions? I got a few more minutes. Happy to answer any other last questions. We can do some like rapid fire questions. This sounds dumb, but what season are you in? I'm Aussie and we are having such a painfully hot summer right now. Technically it's winter, but I live in Florida, so it's 82 degrees right now. So it's warm year round. We have hurricane season in like September, October, November. And of course I moved here and we have 2 record-breaking hurricanes back to back. One was 3 miles per hour away from being a category 5 hurricane. Crazy. And then that one died off. People started fixing houses. I had no damage, thankfully. And then the second hurricane came, and then that dried up. And then we had record cold temperatures. So the last week has been pretty warm, but the 2 or 3 weeks prior to that was like 50s and 60s, which no isn't super cold, Fahrenheit. And then a week before that, it was like, no, that was the temperature like during the day. And then at nighttime it dropped down to like 38 to 45, which is really cold here. So people were like, what the heck? But yeah, and it's funny because like before I moved here, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to move to Florida so I can be like one of those Florida people that like takes a selfie out at the pool during like everyone else's like snowy blizzard winter storms. And I was like, I moved here for the first year and it's freezing. But it's all nice now. Yeah, during the hurricanes, we had a lot of rain, a lot of wind. It was very scary. Lots of thunder, all that good stuff, lightning. But we didn't have any flooding at my house or anything like that. So that's good. But our power went out for a day. So that was the worst we got. I hate storms. I would die during a hurricane. It was scary because it was my first hurricane. So I didn't know what to expect. So I was texting like people I knew in Florida. I'm like, am I gonna die? Is this gonna rip my house off? Am I gonna flood? And they're like, nah, you're not in a flood zone. You're up on elevation, stuff like that. They're like, you're good. But I am gonna buy hurricane shutters, which are very expensive, but I just want them just to be safe, you know? It doesn't hurt. That look rough. That's what happens when you're tired, your face is breaking out, you need a shave. Oof. I need to use my AHA peel, that red one from The Ordinary. Holy grail, so good. Maddie, any tips for easy eyeshadows, like application tips? Yes, 1 second, I'm sorry. I just got over having, I forget what it's called, like, it's like COVID adjacent, it's like RSA or I don't know, something like that. Super sick. I just got back from Vegas and I couldn't leave my bed for 8 days. I was beyond sick, but I still have this cough if I take a deep breath, so I apologize. No one wants to be coughed at 7 in the morning. Make sure you always use a proper eyeshadow base. If you don't have one and you only have concealer, do that, but set it with a powder because your eyelids are oily. Concealers are usually oily, so you don't want to move or bud. So you set it with a setting powder, a translucent setting powder, or like a white shadow. Go in with your shadows. If you have a proper eyeshadow base, do that. Let it set in like 30 seconds and then go into your shadows. I like stamping on my shadows, like pressing in and going in the shape that I want and then blending out. It saves you time as far as building up the pigmentation. Blend, blend, blend. You can never blend enough. I like to work from my crease up, so I'll do like, if I'm doing 3 colors, like a light brown, medium brown, and dark brown, I'll do medium brown here. I'll deepen it up in the crease and on my outer V with the darker one, and then I blend it up lightly with a lighter shade, like a transition shade. So I like to go from dark to light, it's just easiest. Stuff like that. Using proper brush sizes and density makes a big difference. And a generator. I will probably get a generator at some point. Power here seems to be very, very good through all the storms that we've had and stuff like that. We went out one time. But I'm shocked at how good the power is here. I know we have multiple power grids around this area for that reason. But what's actually scary is to see lightning so close. Like I think literal first or second day living here, we went to Walmart to like start getting stuff for the house, like little toiletries, minimal stuff, food. And we pulled in the parking lot and a palm tree was literally on fire and a fire truck was on its way to put it out because lightning struck it. And there's a lot of, obviously it's Florida, there's a lot of trees, palm trees, foliage, woods everywhere. And to see so many trees that are like jet black because lightning struck it and like burnt it is crazy. Crazy. So that scares me. For Christmas, I got a pack full of really nice brushes. I'll use those tips for sure. Awesome. So typically speaking, when you want a light wash of color, so like a transition shade or like really doing a light blend, a good blend, you'll use a fluffier eyeshadow brush. If you want to do more precise blending and add more product, you'll do a medium thickness of a brush. And if you want to get really, really detailed, you'll use a smaller brush. It's the same concept of like, let's say, bronzing your face. You don't want to use a really dense, packed brush because if you're bronzing right here, all that's going to do, like think that this is the brush. What is that doing? You're literally just putting a strip, and that's not flattering. That's not what it's supposed to look like. Bronzer is meant to be a nice warm glow. So instead of doing like that, you'll get a fluffy brush, which is obviously a larger area, and then you're going like this. So instead of just being a harsh line, you're just like blending it nicely, and it's just a nice glow. So there's no harshness, there's no lines. It's just beautiful, natural looking. It's the same thing with eyeshadow. More of a dense brush means you're going to apply more product and build up product, whereas a fluffier brush is going to blend it out and make it smooth and soft. Circular motions, yes. I do not recommend like the windshield wiper motions. I see some people doing that. I don't recommend that because if you really think about it for a second, you pick up the pigment on your brush. This is your brush. You're starting right here. The moment it touches your eye, 50% of that eyeshadow that is on that brush loosely sitting there is now touched that spot and is now there, right? Does that make sense? And then if you're going over here, as you're going, that product is being lost, you know? So 50% goes here and then it's like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and by the time you get over here, you have like next to nothing, which means it's gonna be patchy, it's gonna be darker here, and it's gonna go lighter there, and you're gonna have to keep going and building it up. It's gonna take forever and not look good and be much harder. So what I like to do is just, I'll pick up my product, tap, 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 and there is a reason that people tap their brushes. It's not just like a beauty guru thing or like a habit. It's because you don't want all that excess powder sitting on the brush because no matter where you touch it, it's gonna like stamp it there, and it just makes it harder to like blend it out. So pick up your product, tap, 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 just like the dust off pretty much, the loose pigment, and then just go in and I go like this. Because immediately you're dispersing that product in a much larger space. So like, watch, it's like 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles to do that whole eye. You know what I mean? So it's much more even, the product's much more distributed evenly. So like 1, 2, 3, done. You know, obviously keep going in and blending. But if I were to do windshield wiper motions, it's like, okay, lots of product, no product, lots of product, no product, and then you're gonna start dragging it. It's just muddy and gross. So definitely circular motions for sure. And when you're blending upwards like a transition shade, lay your brush down. So let's say I have like dark blue and I want to blend it out with a light blue. I won't like, so like when I do the first color, I'll go like this, directly like in, like I think perpendicular is the word, onto my skin. And then when I'm blending it out, I lay the brush flat. So using the tip of it, and you're blending upwards so that like half of it's on the first shadow and half's above to give you that gradient and that blend. But yeah, like I go like that to like softly blend it up. I have many tutorials, self-promo if you want to see. Definitely helps. Nice and even, yes, absolutely. I really need to watch where like my body is because we've been naked and now it's bright. The nice thing though is like my whole backyard's completely fenced in with a 6-foot privacy fence, and the neighbor there, they have one window, but the blinds are always closed and they're never home. There's no neighbor over there. It's like there is, but it's like across the street and like way over, so like they can't see me. And that neighbor only has one window on this side of the house, which is, can you, well, I guess they have two, but they're both the same height, but they're bathroom windows, and they're very, very high, so like you can't see out of it. You have to like stand on a literal ladder to see up and over. So like nobody can see this beautiful booty unless they are trying their best to see it. I also need to bleach my teeth. Ugh, you've been going ham on that coffee and staining like crazy. I lost my bleach trays while I moved. I have custom bleach trays. I paid a lot of money for them because they perfectly fit my teeth, and I have my dental bleach and I keep them nice and pearly white, but I lost them somehow. And that's annoying, and I don't want to spend the money to buy a new set. So I bought these like cheap Amazon ones that I'm gonna like boil and make an impression, and if it gets the job done, it gets the job done until I feel like spending that money on them again. Circular motions are so good for doing bruises, especially around scars. I would love to learn that kind of stuff. Good morning, Serena. 7 a.m. This is the place to be. No, it's not. Literally, Maddie, we need to do like a skill swap. Like you teach me some like bruises, maybe a little scar here and there, and I'll teach you like a cut crease or a halo. Fun fact, I actually hate hot tubs because they just like drain me. They're so exhausting. I'm like already tired, so I'm like, hello. I was gonna bring my coffee out, but I forgot to make it. And I was running late to my live. Anyway. Yes, let's do it. I definitely also will be getting into the habit of doing more like actual makeup tutorial, get ready with me lives on TikTok and YouTube. I just, like I said, I've been really busy, so I've just been doing a lot of chit chat lives because like I don't really have the time, energy, or desire to do like full-on makeup looks for like 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever, to teach people. I've just been so busy, and it is what it is, but I'm getting back to it, I promise. I love how the halo looks. It's one of my favorites. It's so beautiful. And they're so easy. They're so easy. And I think a lot of looks sometimes are intimidating to people because it looks more difficult than it is. So when I really break it down, that's what I want to use, not dumb it down. I keep saying dumb it down, but break it down. Break it down for people. They're like, oh, it's that easy. It's literally a halo. You put a dark color. Then you get a fluffier brush and you get a light color, and you just literally go around that first color and blend it out. And then you get a different color or a lighter color, and you just go in your crease and make sure that's a nice shape. And then you get your finger with some shimmer, go here, and then you tap that color, like the first color right here, to blend it, and you're done. It literally is so fast. Like that and my faux cut crease are like my go-to lazy looks, but they look beautiful. One thing I do miss is when this was just like for fun and not my actual job, is when I could actually sit at my vanity and play with new products for hours and just do my one eye eyeshadow looks and spend 2 hours on it and do stuff super creative. And even if it looked super ugly at the end or the execution was just shit, I could at least practice new things and try new products, see what colors go together well, and just different placements, and get creative. So like if you scroll like 500 videos or photos back on like my Instagram, you'll see those long ago. And also I literally can't do those for like on camera videos, and 90% of what I do is on camera because I do have hooded eyes. So like if I look right at you, you see my eyelid? No, you see like a little corner, but like you don't see like that, you know, like some people have, which I'm so jealous. So there's no point in doing super intricate graphic lines and all these crazy blends, and like all the crazy stuff that looks amazing, and like drawing pictures. Even if I could, I can't, but if I could, like it wouldn't make sense because you wouldn't be able to see it unless my eyes are closed, and the moment I blink or look up, it's ruined. I don't even wear eyeliner on the top of my lid because it doesn't matter if I do like a bat wing, which I hate, or like the line starting under, and like even a little tiny line. Like I can go to like right about there, but if I go any further across, as soon as I look up or blink, it'll touch my lid and screw it up. So it's like, why would I do that? But I'm so jealous. Like my friend, like Delaney Kalia, she does the most beautiful wing liner. I'm like, oh, I wish. And my hands are so much steadier now, so like if I had the actual space for it, I would do it. And yeah, I know, yes, bat wings don't look good on me. It doesn't look good on me either. And I genuinely, like, if someone likes it, great. I personally don't think it looks good on people, just like those fluffy brows and like the pomade, or the brow soap, I mean. To me, I don't like that at all. But you do. definitely for the longest time I had this like feeling of like, well, if everyone else can do this and this, I have to be able to do it to be able to keep up. And then after like a year, I'm like, that's not true. People like me, for my personal skill set, my personal creativity, my personality, you know, all these other things, I don't have to be able to create a masterpiece on my eyeball. I don't have to create the most amazing graphic liner looks. I don't have to be able to do a wing liner moment, you know what I mean? Like, everyone has their strong suits and everyone has their things that they're not great at. For me, I do a lot of basic looks because they're easy and quick, and honestly, typically the eyeshadow is like, yeah, the focus of like a photo, but it's usually not a focus of the video I'm creating. It just needs to be done. So that's when I'll do like dark color in the crease, bring it down, blend it out, shimmer on the lid, a third color darker just to blend it in underneath the lash line, then mascara, liner, and lashes. So it's super quick and easy. That literally scared the crap out of me. I just like looked over and I swear I like saw somebody running in my house, but I know they didn't because the alarm's set. And I have cameras everywhere. But like, I don't know, I like thought I saw something. This is a reflection. I used to always try what people were doing. I remember trying to do makeup for primary graduation. I didn't slay. I murdered it. Oh my gosh, stop it. Yeah, there's a lot of people I envy because I'm like, God, I wish I could do what you do. Like Gracie M246. She is one of the best makeup artists I've ever seen. And I keep saying, like, can we do a one-on-one? She's like, yeah, let's do it. Because it's like, I don't like creators that act like they're the best at everything, because don't get me wrong, there's creators that are so exceptionally talented that blow my mind. But if you really want to sit and nitpick certain things, like their eyes will be the most magnificent thing you've ever seen, but like they can't line their lips right, or they don't do good lip combos, or their contouring's not real good. You know what I mean? So it's like, no matter how good you are at one thing or two things or three things, there's always going to be something that you're not like the best at. You know what I mean? Like for me, I love my base. To me, my base is perfect. It's flawless snatch. I worked very hard on it. I love it. Lips, I used to hate. Love them now. I love my lips personally. What I don't love my eyeshadow. I'm happy with it. It gets by. It does the job. I think it's beautiful. But like, I don't want beautiful anymore. I want exceptional. So people like Gracie or Blend Buddy Hands Maggie, people like that, or Iris Grace, or KK Michelle Beauty, Tajia Reed, Donnie Darkowitz, those are kind of people where I'm like, literally give me an hour and teach me. You know what I mean? Like, I can do a good blend. I can cut my crease. I can do a halo, a spotlight. I can do all those things. But like, help my brain understand how to elevate it and make it something that's beautiful, exceptional. And I know a lot of it genuinely comes down to, I want to say laziness, but honestly it's just lack of literal time. Because it's like, I could do a really beautiful purple gradient, shimmer on the lid, call it a day. But I also could take that and put some light pink at the top and blend that out, and that changes it up, or put some pink around it. I could, you know, do two shimmer colors. I could do purple and a pink gradient. Instead of just taking the purple and lid, do the purple and then the pink. You know, I could level it up a little bit for sure and not take much time. I just want to get through stuff sometimes, honestly. And a lot of it comes back to me like doing this because it's not like, I'm not doing it for fun anymore. I'm doing it because it's my job. So it takes away a lot of the fun and just the leisure of it. And I don't like that, but here's what it is. Once I get to a certain point in my career, whether it's following size, amount of money I'm making, opportunities, and I can take a step back and I'm not having to do so many things every single day, all day, 7 days a week, I'll feel better. I just have this like hustle mentality that like I need to go, 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 because every day that I don't do something is a wasted day. If I don't send these emails out, there's an opportunity that's lost or could have been lost. If I don't check my email every 5 minutes, I could miss out. If I don't get content batched, I could miss out. If I don't post 3 times per day on every platform, that maybe that video would have been viral, because like it's every single time that I posted a TikTok video where I'm like, nothing's happening, views are slow, let's just post it and move on. That's the video that blows up, you know what I mean? Like same thing on YouTube. I was like, well, let's try this new content type. It was doing very well on TikTok. I'm like, I don't think YouTube will like it, but let me just post this lip balm video, and it blew up to 2 million views, and then 3, then 5. So I was like, well, let me try that a couple more times, some different versions, blew up millions. So it's like, my thought process is, if I wouldn't have posted those videos at that specific time just for the hell of it, even though I was tired of posting and not getting results, I wouldn't have gained 11 million views. I wouldn't have been on that trajectory to make that new 11 million views in 3 months and 23,000 plus subscribers in 3 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what's hard for me, is it's like, if I take a day off or take a break, or I don't post every 2 or 3 hours, it's like, did I miss out on an opportunity? Did I miss out on somebody seeing my content who want to hire me for something, or an opportunity, or, you know, virality? So it's like, that's what keeps my like brain going at all times, and like, go, 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 go. So it'll be nice when TikTok views settle down. Right now, it's a fact that this December was record lows across the board with views for all creators, And you see it not just on my account, but people have millions of followers will get 200 likes, maybe 1,000. I have 218,000 on TikTok, and I'm lucky to get a couple hundred views. No matter what content type I do, the quality, the hook, how long or short the video is, like whatever the topic is about, it does not matter. It'll pop off to 200 or 300 views and then just dead. So it's a fact that we have record lows across the board on TikTok views. And also October through December are known for lower views across all platforms and engagement and reach organically because it's holiday time and brands are putting a lot of money behind sponsored posts, both from their account, hiring influencers, all the advertisements. So that's really taking over because algorithms and platforms always push that out more because they're getting paid a percentage or a portion of it. So it's like a double whammy this year because it's like obviously all the holiday ads and partnerships and whatnot combined with record lows across TikTok in general. Plus there's more people on TikTok and on socials than ever before creating content. So it's getting harder every month for so many reasons. And that's part of why I've been burnt out, because it's like I'm creating so much content, working so hard, and I'm like, for what? You know, for what? Then I have to remind myself, like, no, you've grown to a good point, good level, so now you have to keep doing what you're doing to keep that level. Whereas before it's like, we gotta grow, we gotta grow, we gotta grow. Now it's about like keeping that level, you know what I mean? Not losing the momentum. But it's hard. I don't get why people get so nitpicky, because that's how people on social media are. The cockiness can ruin it for you. Just obsess over the things you're amazing at. Yeah, absolutely. Like, again, be confident that you're amazing, but like, don't be that person. That always happens. I have 2 videos in here and I just put them up for fun, not thinking about it. Both have almost 2,000 views and they're just shorts of me playing themes on keyboards. That's what I'm saying. You never know. You never know. Hi. And right now everyone's saying that personal content, like relatable content on TikTok is what they're pushing. So I'm going to start doing more like Q&As and response videos, like not drama ones, you know, just like answering questions and like, hey, join me for breakfast. Like, what am I making for dinner? Because I've been cooking every single night again. I'm loving that. It's like little things like that just to show like my personal life and like vlogging and not so much like content creation, like beauty stuff anymore. Because people want to know that side of you. People want to follow you for you, not just the content you create. I'm getting like out of breath because it's so hot. I've been here for an hour and 11 minutes. What made you, a couple more minutes, what made you decide to be a creator and influencer? I hated my full-time job. So originally I was a licensed cosmetologist, and then I didn't do that for long because the money just wasn't there realistically. So I started working in a factory. I built cars. I built 500 cars a day. We pushed out 500 cars on my line per day for 8 years. And the whole time I'm like, how can I get out of this? I hate this, blah, blah. I have a decade of marketing and advertising experience overall, and I owned a previous business. So I was used to that kind of world. I'm using social media to an extent, not as a content creator, but just as a business. Whereas right now I'm a business and a content creator. And I just was like, how can I get out of this? And I'm like, you know, all these people are being creators. Like, I was obsessed with beauty, YouTube, and all that kind of stuff. And then I was just like, nobody would watch me. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not quirky or different enough. I'm not unique. I don't feel special. And Raw Beauty Christie, and I always quote her, but Raw Beauty Christie made a video, and in it she said something along, I can loosely quote it, but she said, you know, a lot of people tell me they want to start being a creator or influencer, but they don't think anyone's going to want to watch them because there's all these other people. And I'm like, yeah, true. People, if they're into men in beauty, they want Manny MUA, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Robert Welch, like those kinds of people. I'm like, I'm not wild like they are, you know what I mean? And she said, you know, yeah, people follow them because that's what's available, but how do you know that you're not the person, or your personality is not the one that people have been waiting for this whole time? And it literally, like, a light bulb went off. I'm like, that's so true. There is not another person that talks like me, acts like me, creates content like me, or will create content like me, has my personality, my life, my experiences. And I was like, you know what? That's so true. It's so true. I am different, and I could be what everyone's waiting for. Like, and everyone watching this live right now, if you want to be a creator, like, you could be the person that everyone's been waiting for. They just don't know you exist until you start, until you try. So I just started doing that while working at my regular job. I did that for a couple of years, about a year and a half, 2 years, building up my platforms, just practicing makeup. I became a certified professional makeup artist, started doing client work, just really building up my skill set, learning the ins and outs of social media as a creator, which is different than just like a regular business, and just continuously upping my skills. I'd watched a morbid, embarrassing amount of how to grow on YouTube and social medias and learning terminology and the ins and outs of features. Like, all I did was live and breathe and consume all these like growth kind of YouTube videos and stuff like that, and it really helped me learn a lot and grow. And then when I was growing my platforms for a while, then I was at my wit's end post-COVID with my job And Snapchat reached out with a paid partnership opportunity, and they said it's supposed to be a month, then it turned into 2. I quit my full-time job, was like, you know what? Now or never. Now or never. Let's just do it all, try. If I fail, I fail, but I don't want to live the rest of my life thinking what if. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I started my Snapchat contract, and it just kept continuing, and then they did a 6-month contract with me, and I'm like, now I have 6 months to really build my TikTok and my other platforms and all these things and build up how much money I can make and blah, 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 and keep learning and teaching and myself. And this March will be 2 years later that I've been signed with Snapchat, and it's crazy because in that 2 years I went from no Snapchat platform to 180,000 subscribers, being verified on that account, which is crazy. I'm verified on Twitter now, but that's from the Twitter Blue thing. But I was verified previously, and then they took it away, and then I just bought it back pretty much. And I was verified on TikTok, but then they took it away, and I don't know why. Like, they're like, oh no, you don't meet verification requirements. I'm like, then why did you verify me for a day and a half? But whatever. Hi, Crystal. Or is it Christelle? Is it Crystal? Christelle? Christelle? Let me know, because I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to keep saying it wrong. So it was definitely a domino effect, and I just really genuinely took whatever opportunity I was getting, just like the Snapchat thing. I took it and I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran, and I worked 20 hours a day every day, and I genuinely still do. But like, I lived and breathed it. I didn't leave my studio, my beauty room for months on end. Like, I literally didn't see people. I gave it 150%, and it allowed me to get where I am now, to where I can sustain a full-time career with it. Crystal, perfect. Just like the fancy slang. Okay, got it. That's what I normally call you when I'm thinking about you. That sounds creepy. I say Crystal, but I'm just like, now that I'm really looking at it, I'm like, is it wrong? How do you deal with haters? In the beginning, it was difficult because I was never exposed to the way people acted on social media, the way they had, do, and will. So I took everything to heart, and it really upset me. And it honestly comes with time, to where you just build up a thicker skin and you're immune to it. People can call me, for the most part, whatever names, tell me I'm ugly, I suck, call me the typical gay slurs, like anything and everything, call me that, and I just am like, boring, delete, boring, block, you know what I mean? Like, it does not affect me, because at the end of the day, I'm thriving, I'm paying my bills, I'm living my dreams, I'm self-employed and working at home, and they're not doing any of those things, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I win. That's how I view it, honestly. The only thing that bothered me is when people paint my morals or ethics a certain way, and I know, and people have done that in the past, they've labeled me as really nasty things for legitimately no actual reason, just because they knew it was something that bothered me, and they know it's something that will get people hyped up and fired up about, and then people jump on that bandwagon and make up their narratives, and that's how it is, and it'll only get worse as I grow. I mean, look at people like Michaela. She gets torn apart. Her body gets torn apart, her life, her videos, her accent, anything and everything in her life is absolutely destroyed and torn apart. People, how do you think she feels every day? Whether you like her or don't like her or anything like that, like, imagine dealing with that every day, and people making up blatant lies and blatant slander of your character. Like, that's gonna be hard to deal with. I've had a couple tastes of it, and I'm like, it is what it is. Bye, Maddie. Thank you so much for joining. How dare they unverify you? I know, it is what it is. No biggie. Hi, Michelle. Good morning, good morning. I went viral the other day for my beard. Oh my God, whatever works. I wish I went viral for my beard. There's very few videos that you'll see of me or photos without my hair. One, it was because I'm like, this shaving, like, I have very sensitive skin, so actually I shaved my face my entire life until I was about 22, 23. And then I just got so sick of it, because I'm one of those people where my hair grows very fast. I shave my body from literally neck down, literally everything. And I'm starting to get laser treatments here, and here. I'm like literally 6 months behind because I moved, so I'm getting back on that. But that way this is permanently smooth, because that's the only thing on my face I shave. It's helping, like here, I would shave this and it would be back complete stubble in like 6 hours, and by a day it's painful and there's bumps and purple, and like even now when I shave I get a couple little dots because my skin is that sensitive. That's literally pretty much where I break out. So I'm getting laser to like fix that. But yeah, so I was like, when I started doing makeup, I'm like, they don't want to see a man in makeup, so I was shaving everything, and I'm like, no, one, I look ugly, I don't like it. I look much younger, but my face looks fatter. So I just keep my hair, because one, it's convenient. Two, I don't have to worry about a shaving schedule, because that's what I have to do. Is like, well, I could shave right now this morning, film content, I can maybe get through the night, and then the next day, I can't film content for like 2 or 3 days, because I can't shave every day, because I'll break out in like a horrible rash. So I keep my hair, and I honestly like the way I look in makeup much better, to be honest. Lots of hate, it was ridiculous. Yeah, and it's one of those things, like, if you can handle just the BS and ignore it, it's great for engagement. It really is. It helps your videos grow. And a lot of times you have the nice people come in and defend you and be like, shut up, and blah, blah, blah. And all that's doing, again, is creating more engagement. So if you can handle it, go for it. I always shave as I'm male doing Disney princess cosplay. I have to shave. Yeah, that makes sense, of course. Like, I allow that in my comments if they're like, excuse me, I'm sorry. You're ugly, you're stupid, terrible, like those kinds of things doesn't bother me. Because then I have a lot of really loyal, nice followers that come in and they're like, no, he's not, he's a professional, he's all these things, like he's so nice, one of the sweetest people, oh, he's great, you're dumb, you know what I'm talking about. And it's like, I'm literally 10xing the amount of comments and reach, and the people are coming back to respond, which means they're watching the video again. So it's like, it's actually a really smart psychological thing, and I actually teach that in my course using, I call it calculated controversy. I'm using people's psychology against them, because you know everyone's opinionated and people are going to play those games. And usually I'll pin a comment at the top that's like that, and because I know whenever people come in, they're going to start interacting with it, and it's just smart, and people don't realize what you're doing. They don't realize what they're helping you do. The only thing I don't allow is when it becomes actually offensive, slurs, derogatory, racial, anything like that. I do not allow. It's getting deleted, reported, and blocked, because not that it offends me, because I do have a thicker skin, but I don't want other people coming onto those videos to see that kind of talk, language, and have that experience, because I want everyone that comes onto any of my platforms and see my videos to have a good experience. I understand people are like, you suck, you're ugly, blah, blah. That's not going to affect anyone's experience. But when they see like really hardcore language, that's when it's deleted or blocked if I see it, because I don't want you to come on there and have to read that. One, because I don't want you to feel like you have to defend me. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want you to have to like start your day off. Like, most people get on socials to enjoy content and have some time away from real life and just be happy and enjoy and laugh and be entertained or learn something, and they don't need to see that kind of stuff. So that's like the exception for me. When I get hate, I say thank you as they don't expect it, and they want you to hurt. So that's so true. That's what I do on YouTube for the most part. Again, unless it's like something really vulgar, I'll delete, block, report. But if it's like, you're ugly, you suck, I hate this video, you're so stupid, you're ugly, James Charles wannabe, I get that a lot. Fun fact, I was a professional makeup artist before him. I was doing content before him. He's not the only boy in beauty. It's kind of weird that people say that. But what I started doing originally was I would respond in like a witty way or whatever, and because it would bother me at first. But after like hundreds of videos on YouTube, I start saying, thank you so much, appreciate the comment, appreciate your thoughts, like stuff like that, and then it makes them mad because they're like, you're this, you're that, you're that, and they want me like, oh no. But I wouldn't. I would leave that comment up, and I would be like, oh, thank you so much. Have a great day. Oh, I appreciate you watching my video. Oh, I'm so glad the algorithm's showing you exactly what you want to see, and it makes them so mad. So one, they're not winning. Two, I just turn one rude comment, piece of engagement, into like me responding, them responding again, me responding again. So it's like quadruples the engagement, again, using psychology against them. James Charles wannabe, no way would I think that. That's always the comment for other male makeup artists or Chris. It's stupid. Oh, it is. And that's how people are. 100%, it's like, oh, you're the James Charles wannabe. For what reason? Because they're only saying that because I'm a man wearing makeup. I don't talk like him. I don't act like him. I don't create content like him. I don't clout chase like him. I'm not a creeper like him, proven. Like him, like how he's been proven. I don't do any of these things. I don't in any way resemble him professionally, personally, anything. It's just simply that I'm a man wearing makeup, and I'm like, come up with something original. James Charles is overrated. Yeah, they all ruined beauty YouTube for me. I haven't watched a beauty YouTube video in literally a couple of years, because the Jeffrey, Tati, I don't know anything about Shane Dawson, but he was in that drama, and James drama, like, and then Nikita, like all these people that were like the top dogs on beauty YouTube destroyed it and embarrassed the community and spread so much toxicity, and now there's so many like cliques and groups and hate trains and bandwagons. I just can't do it. So it really killed a lot of my love for beauty. So I don't watch the videos. I don't trust any opinions or reviews online anymore. You know, people like Tati really hurt me personally, because it's like, she was like my go-to person for so long. I watched every video religiously all day, every day. And I miss so much watching her videos, because I believed every word that came out of her mouth. I was like, you're the only one that has integrity and honesty and value. And then, you know, she made this like boo-hoo-hoo video, and she's like, told all of us, like, I'm telling the truth, I'm being so honest, 100%, like, and I'm like, okay, I got you, still believe you, still trusting you. And then it comes out from her own words that she literally was lying about everything, had all this participation in the drama and the games and the lies, the deceit, the setups, the sabotage, and she literally verbally admitted to it. So I'm like, oh, but wait, a month ago, you're assuring everyone how honest you are and all these things, but the whole time while you're talking in that video and fake tears, you're lying through your teeth, and now you make it worse by admitting it. So it's like, I was like, if you of all people that I trusted so much with every fiber of my being literally played me and so many others for a fool, and you were just as bad as the rest of the people, I'm like, nah, I don't watch any beauty videos. I'm still subscribed to people, I do not watch them. I literally only watch the People's Court shows and Apex Legends gameplay. To be honest, I never owned a James palette. That was my first eyeshadow palette, and then I destroyed it. that is sad when it happens. It does, because it really made waves to the community, because so many people were like, wow, all of our favorites are caught up in this drama and everyone's taking a side, but everyone's like, y'all lied, y'all played games, y'all embarrassed us. Like, you know, this person's defending this creator to the ends of the world just to be told in a video that they were lying the whole time, and it makes that person defending them look bad, obviously. Just look at all the people that were defending, like James, about all these allegations, and then when it comes out and people literally have proof and there's what's the word? He admitted it, but what's the word? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, so all these people defending him are like, wow, now you made me look dumb because we're sitting here defending you to the end of the world. No, he would never do that, and then you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it really shook a lot of people for that reason, and I feel like nobody trusts anyone anymore. And then TikTok started blowing up, and now the big thing is filter usage, not disclosing partnerships. I love a good filter, like a lash filter. If I'm just doing a Q&A, responding to someone's comments, an announcement, like a reaction video, anything that's like not serious or legitimate, I'll throw on this makeup by Paige filter, because, you know, I don't want to put on a full face of makeup just to do a video, and I don't want a completely blank, tired face to do a video like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to look a little bit better, and it's literally linked in the video, so it's not like it's being hidden. So like, I'll do that one, and it just makes my skin look a little bit nicer, a little color here, and like the lashes, you know, nothing crazy, and it's linked in the video. But like, what I won't do is a review, like a foundation or any complexion product or skincare. I'm not going to do a review with any type of filter on, because that's hella deceptive, but so many people do that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a time and place where filters are 100% acceptable and fun, and go for it, and then there's places where it's not. And unfortunately, so many beauty people are deceptive, and they just straight-face lie, and they alter their videos, they edit their videos, all these things. So that's a big issue. People not disclosing paid partnerships, and now there's like this sentiment where people, they super love a product, then all of a sudden people are like, oh, is this an ad? He's being paid for this. And I'm like, and I get annoyed. That's one thing that does annoy me. When someone's like, is this an ad? I'm like, is it marked as paid partnership? No, but you seem to really like it. I'm like, because people are allowed to like products. People are allowed to be excited about products. It doesn't mean they're being paid for it. 100% of my videos, I literally teach proper disclosure. I am the biggest advocate for proper disclosure and doing things right, and talking about the FTC guidelines and creator responsibilities. I'm like, I'm not the one to throw those accusations out. If it's paid, sponsored in any way, it's hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag paid L'Oreal partner, it's floating in the video, partnership tab, toggle. Y'all know it's gonna be sponsored. Hi, Tara. Any tips for getting PR boxes or getting on PR lists? It depends on where you're at in your career. When you're larger and you're active and you're tagging brands and using their products and they see you, most times they're gonna either just randomly send you stuff without knowing, which I still think is so weird. I don't actually like that. Or they'll reach out to you. That's a lot of it. When you're smaller or even mid-size, reaching out to brands is super important. I always tell people there's millions of people wanting to do exactly what you want to do, or I'm doing, or whatever how you want to phrase it. There's no way brands or companies are going to be able to see everyone. So how are you setting yourself apart, and how are you making yourself known? You need to put yourself in front of these brands. And just some insight for you, as a WinkyLux social media coordinator, and I also work for ColourPop and some other brands, we use software or programs like Dash Hudson, for example, or Maverick. So every single time on any platform that someone tags, for example, at WinkyLux, it registers their content on that platform, and I can see all of it. I can just scroll through it endlessly. I can type in keywords or products or whatever, and I can find videos. So right now, if you posted a WinkyLux video for the Amethyst Balm and you tag WinkyLux, I will literally be able to see it in seconds on my computer from Dash Hudson, and it'll take me right to your platform. I can see everything, your analytics, insights, your platform following, if your followers are real, fake, everything. How many times you tagged us, how many followers you got us from tagging us, like literally anything and everything. I don't think people realize how much data that brands can see. So when you're buying followers or likes or inflated metrics, we can see everything. And so we can see your content. So we're not just sitting on social platforms themselves and like scrolling through the For You page and trying to find content. We see it all like bunched together in these programs. And then yeah, me on like TikTok, since like WinkyLux on TikTok isn't too large. Gotta be careful, sorry. Nipple. When people are tagging WinkyLux, I can see it as they're tagging us, and that's when I'm like, hey, love your content, let me engage. I'll ask to repost it and tag them, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely reach out, have a good pitch. Hi, insert brand, I'm so-and-so. This is what I excel in, would love to talk about a potential partnership. I know you're really pushing this type of content or this campaign, want to run some ideas by you on, you know, how we could have a mutually beneficial partnership. Let me know if you're interested. We can talk rates, we can talk deliverables. That's a good pitch. I'm so scared for your phone. I would be normally too, but I have it they have them laid back against a box with a t-shirt in it, so it's not light, and it's sitting on a towel for grip, and it's pushed back on my hot tub. Do you guys want to see my pool? The lights aren't on the pool because you wouldn't be able to see them anyway, but this is my patio. That's a dead frog. Those green tapes are some stones I have to replace, but it's fenced in. That's my pool. All that fun stuff. You know. I'll just put it like this. And for TikTok people, let me flip my camera. Same thing for y'all. Pool, patio, lanai. Furniture's put away because we just had hurricanes and whatever. Turn around. Flip camera. Have you ever worked for Mac? No. I find Mac so boring. Bethel, you need to invite me over to go swimming. Come on over. There's a lot of makeup we're allowed to try, but can't afford it. Yeah, makeup gets expensive. It does. TikTok said, great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Tell me what to do. Hi, Suzanne. Yeah, I just saw you pop in. What tattoos do you have? I can't show you 75% of them because they're like low. And I'm good. But I have one for my husband. I have this one. It's a Eye of Ra, but it's a cover up as well. I have a beauty killer tattoo, a little monster tattoo. I have my grandma's birthday right there. I have some stars. I have my sister's names on my ankles. I have a tattoo for my mom on the back of my calf. I have a Lord of the Rings tattoo that I got with my sister on my like lower V ab area, and then an Ankh beside it. I think that's it. Have you ever tried points where you can go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and get some really good? Oh, you're responding to them, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here because it's been an hour and a half, and I was gonna do an hour, and I'm literally like poaching myself in a hot tub, so I'm literally dying. I will be live on the Winky Lux Instagram today at 12:30 p.m. EST. Myself, Olivia, Alicia, and Jenna will be doing a lip balm try-on for a lip balm that used to be in our dessert bar that's now exclusive. It's called Affogato. It's a coffee-scented tri-colored lip balm. So I'll be over there if you want to watch us do that little try-on, just to show you what it looks like on different skin tones and lip colors. And then I'm also going to be live on TikTok on the Winky Lux account, just show kind of like a behind-the-scenes of us doing an Instagram live. I don't know if people are going to like that, but we're just going to try it anyway. So be on the lookout for that. Is there a reason you like Egyptian mythology, or do you like the history? I'm a massive fan of Egyptian culture. I have been since birth. Chinese and Egyptian culture are my two favorite things ever. I also like Greek mythology. Very well versed in all things Egyptian and their culture, symbolism, all that kind of stuff. China was my dream trip. I'll just, one last story. I went to, in 2008, I was 13, I went to the Winter Olympics at the Bird's Nest in Beijing. I went to Beijing, Hong Kong, Beijing, Hong Kong, Xi'an, Suzhou, and Shanghai. I was there for 28 days. It was amazing. We did anything and everything you could think of. Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, stayed with the Homestay family, a silk dyeing factory, lots of shopping, restaurants all day. We took a boat tour in Hong Kong. We went to where they found the terracotta warriors, like anything and everything, cool shows. That was like my dream trip, so it was amazing at 13 to get to check that off my bucket list for my whole life. That was incredible. I was in a program called People to People Student Ambassadors, so I was Ohio's representative. I got nominated for that because at that time at 13 I had a 4.0. I graduated 4.0, but had 4.0, was in a lot of community-based programs, outreach, activism. I've always been in like groups and outreach programs that promoted gender and racial inclusivity and equality. I've always been at the front line for those types of things in marches and organizations and rallies and whatnot. That's always been extremely important to me. So I was doing a lot of stuff like that. So that plus my grades and all my school activities, all that kind of stuff is what got me nominated. And then there was one person from every state, and then they had to narrow it down to, I think it was 25 or 30, it was 25 people. And then I was one of those 25, so it was pretty cool. Do you think cosmetology school helps or not? It depends on what you want to do. I just wanted to do hair coloring, to be honest, at the time. And we did a lot of it, but you had to learn everything else. You had to learn manicures, pedicures, the slightest bit of makeup, men's cuts, just everything, so waxing, brows, like esthetician stuff you don't want to do. We didn't want to do. So like if you wanted to do like nails, for example, but you went to cosmetology school, you're gonna have to go to nail school afterwards anyway and double the money and spend the time to do it because you learned so little in cosmetology school. But if you just want to do hair, then yes, it's worth it. But if you want to do like makeup, no. Yeah, cosmetology school, almost all curriculums as far as I know are pretty much the same because you have to pass state boards and it's specific things. If you want to do hair as your job, go for cosmetology school. If you want to do manicures, pedicures, waxing, or brow services, permanent cosmetics, or makeup, or anything like that, absolutely not. Go to that special trade school, esthetician school, makeup artistry school, do that. Don't waste the 2 years or the money. How long have you been in there for? 1 hour and 36 minutes. I'm dying and I probably lost 3 pounds. Hi, Allie. Hi, Tara, jumping in over on TikTok. As far as makeup Cosmo school taught me a little. We had 1 day of makeup practice, and it was a ugly mannequin head with the most nasty used Claire's looking makeup, and they're like, this is blush, put it here. This is bronzer, swipe it here, and that was pretty much it. Because state board, we had to pass our obviously a 200 question written, and then our practical was certain cuts, men's cuts, women's cuts. We had to pass our color, texture, and chemical services for hair. We had to get through a proper start to finish manicure and pedicure, and we had to chemical treatments on the skin. I really wanted to go to special effects class in school. I would just wait till you're done with like regular school if you're already done with high school or whatever. I don't know, your age or whatever. And literally just go to a specific special effects school. I wanted to see if TikTok was glitchy because anytime I go on TikTok live, it's glitchy. TikTok is a mess. I haven't been live on YouTube for a minute, and I know what's going on with YouTube because I haven't been on it for a while, like live. But like I obviously always go live horizontally, but when I turn my phone, it says rotate device. So I don't know if it's because I think it might be because of how I started the live. I'll have to pay attention next time. So I don't know what it's going to look like when you're watching it back live. But yeah. Why do I feel like there's something I need to do at 8:30? No, there's not. My first meeting's at 9:30. Oh, I'm getting groceries delivered between 8:30 and 9:30. Then I have a meeting at 9:30, a meeting at 11, a meeting at 3, TikTok live at 12:30, and a seminar at 5. Did your industrial hurt? Yes. I've had a lot of piercings. I've had these ones, no biggie. These ones, no biggie. I had my tongue for 3 days, but I hated the way it looked. I didn't even know they pierced it. I didn't feel it. I've had my nipples pierced twice. I got them at 16, had it till like 20, had surgery, had to take them out. They closed up. Got them done again at 21, took them out at 23 or 24 because I was just over them, always getting infected. But this, 8. From 1 to 10, 8. I dropped that F-bomb so hard, and I was like, sorry. I was not expecting how painful it was, and I was like shocked that it was. Because they're like, and God, it hurt. Just pure burning pain. It literally hurt, and the sound and everything really, really hurt. And then they're like, well, we have one more. So then they had to do it again, obviously through this hole. And I was like, oh my God. But like nipples was more of like an anxiety, like uh-oh thing. It didn't actually hurt. The second time it hurt a bit more because I had scar tissue. But that, I'm so happy I have it, but I hated getting it done. And it took me a good year for it to heal because, and then my pillows would be bloody all the time, even though I tried to lay on the other side, but I roll around. And for a good 6 months, it would bleed like crazy and get gross and infected. But I'm glad I have it now. It was worth going through it because I love it. Tried to get mine done twice. I had to take it out both times. My industrial. Yeah. People always ask me that, like, oh, do you love it? I love it. I'm like, yeah. Would you recommend it? I'm like, no. I septum pierced the other day and it was a little painful. My eyes water. I'm sure. I can't imagine. I would not want to do that. Oh, also, hi Jamie. I see you. Look at those lines. Okay, they're going away. I get Botox here, but still setting in. This is almost frozen again. Phew. I'm definitely going to also start going live with other people. Good morning. We've been live in this hot tub for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm about to die, so I'm only going to be here for another minute. But I definitely going to start doing more lives on TikTok and YouTube because now YouTube has the feature for, I don't know if it's everybody yet, but I can invite others to go live with me, like on TikTok, which is fantastic. We'll be live tomorrow morning, probably, unless I sleep in because, well, it's Friday, so I have no meetings or anything, so yeah, I'll be live. I'm going to try to start doing lives with people on TikTok. Even if it's like me just chit-chatting, I'll do people like with lives that are like just where you invite them and they chit-chat with you, just like the little square and they can talk but you don't see them. And then I'll also just do some lives with people on screen, probably makeup lives or chit-chatting or whatever. I'm also going to start a series where it's going to be called Beauty Experiences With, and I'm going to invite other creators and beauty pros and people who are content creators of any sizes, just to talk about their experiences in the beauty community, good or bad, experiences with brands, content creation, just the ins and outs, just because everyone's journey and experience is way different. So we're gonna do that and just see how it goes. I just think it'd be insightful for people. I'm not doing these videos for in the thoughts it's gonna like perform well. I just want to do it so those people can actually like have a platform and a way to voice their experiences. Can't wait to watch. Thank you. I try to join your lives when possible as time differs. Oh yeah, I try to schedule my lives to help with that, but great way to wake up. Thank you. But yeah, and now I have 2 phones, so I can be like super efficient, because before it's like, do I go live on YouTube or do I go live on TikTok? Can I handle both in one day? No. So now I can do both. Like the other day I did a Facebook Live while I was walking around the neighborhood for an hour and a half to get my morning walk in, and then I got home and I did a TikTok Live for like an hour. But like when I'm in my hot tub, yeah, I can do both because it's just sitting there. If I'm doing it in my beauty studio, I can do both phones. When does the YouTube series start? When other makeup stuff, that makes sense. I don't have an exact time yet. It's in the works. I'm just trying to honestly right now focus on getting, I'm like content dumping. I'm like literally running out of breath. I'm literally trying to content dump just to get all the content done that I've had filmed for so long, because I don't want to waste it, and I want consistency on my platform. So I wanted to start January 1st with like the refresh, but I still have content that I need to post. Some of it I'll just delete because it's not worth it, but the rest I'm just trying to get posted, so at least it's done, it exists, and then I'm going to move on to like my fresh content with my new background, new content types, and new editing style. Justin Daly's doing my thumbnails now, so like there's definitely going to be noticeable changes on all platforms. Right now you're just seeing me content dump, and then when I'm done with it, it'll be consistent and look organized, especially on Instagram. I hate my feed being all crazy. I was gonna try and get through 2 hours, but I can't. I'm done. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. Oh, sorry to ask. I was just wondering. Oh, no, you're fine. Gotta go fish and work out before the twins get up. It was good to see your face. Love you so much, Tara. Literally, you're my OG. I appreciate you more than you know. Hope we can talk more soon, because I miss you. And also, I'm so impressed, so you know, with your fitness routine, your habits, your healthy lifestyle change, everything, like literal freaking goals. You're so proud of yourself. Like, I don't know, I tell you not enough. Literally, keep it up. So proud of you. Literally so impressive. Hopefully people tell you that. You're inspiring. Just saying. But yeah, like, anyway, I was just seeing this button. There's like a guest button where you can click guests and you can invite people. Oh, love you, you're welcome. So hit guest. I'm gonna invite you, Tara, but don't join, just ignore. I just want to see what it looks like on the screen. Okay, so nothing pops up on my end when I invite them. But if I click guest again, it says I invited you. Okay, I'm just trying to see what it looks like, so everyone ignore my requests. Oh, settings for a panel. Oh, what is this? I click on setting. Wait, where did that go? You're awesome, thank you. So I click on guest. Oh, it's the layout. The live together, what does this mean? Turn off no. So if I hit settings, I don't ever play with these settings. Fixed layout. Layout remains the same regardless of the number of participants. No. So you can do panels, so it's like other people on the side with me in the middle, like I'm the center of attention, which maybe I'll do that for like the beauty creator experiences thing, because that looks like I'm interviewing them, which is the point. And then there's grid. So it's like a bunch of faces. That could be fun too for like a round table. Allow requests from viewers, allow requests from followers. Okay, there's that. It says decline or accept my screen. Okay, cool. You're on a spin bike. I want to get a Peloton. Like, what's hurting me when not going to the gym is because it's so far away from me now, and I don't have my car, and my husband's always away. So like, I don't really have the, like, I have a car here. I bought it for him. I don't want to drive it because it's a really nice car, and Florida drivers are crazy. So I just don't want to drive. I don't want to drive 20 minutes away to the gym. So I have a treadmill here and some free weights. It's just, I'm lazy and I literally forget I have it, so I need to get on it. Good morning, Warrior Maiden. Hi, everybody. I'm on TikTok and Instagram Live. I'm in YouTube Live. Thank you guys for the likes. We're 2.4K on TikTok. What kind of lights do you use for your makeup looks? I have 2 soft boxes in the front, left and right of me, like 45 degrees there and here. I have a ring light in front of me. All of them have like softbox covers on them to soften the light, so I get the illumination without the harshness. And then I have my overhead lights that are like in my ceiling. So my husband got me for a Christmas Peloton. Love it! Just get one. I know those are expensive. And I got a house to finish remodeling. And I got property taxes spending to finish paying. Oh my god, it's raining! Why? The sky is literally so clear and it's raining. And I want to jump in that pool so badly because it's so hot. But that pool is cold because it's been a little chilly. I need to get a water cool here. The live and on-demand classes are absolutely amazing. They look fun. Okay, so there's also hosts. Invite up to 3. Okay, I'm confused. No, I'm not. Invite friends who go live will be shown here. So I have to wait until they're live, and when they're live, I can collect invite. Host a live with others. But I wonder is if I invite them to a live and they join, well yeah, because they're live, so their people already are notified that they're live. Okay, that makes sense. But like if I add somebody just as a guest, do their people get notified that they're live? I would like an answer to that. It's just ring light, whatever works is better than nothing. I hate property taxes and school taxes mail you right after. So my property taxes are all inclusive. It has everything, which is nice. At least I don't have like, with like income taxes, I don't have local taxes. I've had local taxes in years because I've been in an unincorporated township, which is convenient. And then here I don't have state taxes, which is even better. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for the likes on YouTube. Okay, everybody, it's an hour and 45 minutes. We're calling quits. I can't do 2 hours. I was gonna try. I'm dead. I'm gonna dip my toes in that pool and then go shower and do my brows. But again, if you guys want to check out the WinkyLux Instagram live at 12:30 EST, as well as TikTok live at 12:30 EST, I'll be doing a behind the scenes there, but actually live with the team on WinkyLux's account at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you want to join. Thank you guys for joining me for an hour and 45 minutes, absolutely doing nothing but rambling. Love y'all. Be alive tomorrow. Don't know when. Most likely not in the morning. So I'll be tired because I haven't slept. Have a good day. Thank you. Love you, Tara. Have a wonderful day. Crystal and Maddie, if you're still there on YouTube live, thank you for joining. Kane, thank you for joining. Who else? Makeup Gods, thank you for joining. Missy Gray, if you're here, thank you. Can I click on the thing and see all the good? Yes. Sorta Sarah, thank you. Kentucky Sweetheart, Tyler Graham, Damien. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Okay, bye. I mean it this time. Turn off. Bye. Love you. Bye, Crystal. Maybe.